My name is Gideon Bako, Regional Sales Executive for African West Africa Company Limited, OBA. Today I'll give a little advice to our input dealers and talk about our selecting for maize. But I'm talking about Nico Crown, which is Nicosophron, and 2,4-D, ours is known as Herbal Crown, and that of atrazine. The atrazine is used for maize, control of weeds, for maize, yam, millet, and its group, as well as sugarcane. And this is also used in rice, maize, millet, and other stuff. And this one, the Nicosophron, is for control of weeds under maize, which grasses, mainly grasses. And the dosage application is recommended to use 80 to 100 mils depending on the growth stage of the weeds. It is advised that the application is done early for about from 3 leaves to about 8 leaf stage of the maize. That is when we are supposed to do the application so that it can work very well. But there's one thing I would like to tell you. This application within a season is done once. It is done once because when you apply and reapply within the same season, what happens is that the weed began to develop resistance to this. So it is recommended we do application of this Nico once every season. So you must take note of it. And that of the 2,4-D, which ours is known as Herbal Crown, you use 40 to 75 mils depending on the crop you are using it in. If it is maize, it's 40 to 75. This controls broad leaves, and the dosage 40 to 70 depends on the growth stage of the broad leaves you are using in control. That will tax you to know which dosage to use, either 45, 50, 60, or 70. So it's very important. Just like I said earlier, you need to consider the soil condition, the growth stage of the weed type before you can recommend the application. If I say 45 straight out, that would be a shortfall. So I recommend 45 to 70 if you are using the control of broad leaves in maize. And you can use for 75 in millet, in rice, in about 120 mils when you're using control of broad leaves in sugarcane. So that is how the recommendation is being made for this selective as well. And one must note that anytime you want to make a combination of atrazine, Nico, Herbal Crown, the concentration, the dosage rather, there is the need for you to reduce them. If this is 100 and you want to use a combination of atrazine, Nico, 2,4-D, there is a need for a reduction in the dosage you use. So that is very, very key. Now the advice to the input dealers. It is advised to input dealers that anytime a shop is being opened, take about 10 to 15 minutes off. Since we have chemicals made of different components in the store, what happens that there are reactions when you close the door. So there is the need for fresh air to enter the shop before you enter. The dealers will bear us that anytime the person opens the shop and enters, what happens is the person becomes dehydrated instantly because the reactions just dehydrated the person because he or she did not allow fresh air to enter and just faced the accumulated reaction in the store. So it's advised for dealers to stay off about 10 to 15 minutes before they enter the store to make any operation of the day. Let me end here. You continue some other time with other products as well. Thank you.